This game has begun. We'll see which player looks the best and can take the win in this TQ qualifier. We've got CrazedRat spawning as our purple Zerg player at the 12 o'clock position. His opponent is going to be Flashback, the teal Protoss player, spawning at the 2 o'clock. So close air positions, and I'm going to change the color on my scoreboard.
All right. Now, I'm going to interject that and say that I am TQ Xander, and this is the TQ qualifying TQ qualifier number 3. It is the final match of this entire tournament. It's game number 5 in the finals, and the winner of this is going to be the winner and get a better seed for the TQ Invitational, which is a $125 tournament. It is going to be beautiful, as we're going to have players like Sheth, ROOTDdoRo, DDE, Poke Bunny, EGAxslav. All these guys are going to be playing it. It's going to be amazing to watch those games. Top players are going to be joint against everything. And we do a Flashback scouting CrazedRat's Overlord that's going to let Flashback know that the spawning positions are close air positions. And I'm curious to see what these guys are going to do. I don't think we've seen CrazedRat go for very many hatchery first builds, but that is a possibility.
Yeah.
Especially in these.
I don't know. It seems he likes to play it safe. It seems like. Although as soon as I say that, there he goes to start a hatchery first.
And he does get it uncontested, as the probe is just a little bit too late for that.
Yeah, the probe does see it go down though, which is a huge deal for Flashback. At this point, he could just decide to try to 4-warp gate and win the game real quick.
Yep, we'll have to see if CrazedRat can be aware of that 7-minute timing marker that is when the 4-warp gate generally hits.
Now we do have a spawning pool going down now for CrazedRat. No gas quite yet, but that's not too surprising given the choice to go hatch first.
Yeah, generally.
Time Flashback.
Yeah.
Like normally.
Yep, so now, there's really, I think we're both going to be a little tired at this point. There's been a lot of games today, just in this tournament alone, and you were casting before me on this one.
And they have been great games. Holy cow, this has been an awesome tournament to cast. It's been good games from start to finish, and I think the Invitational is going to be even better, obviously. Oh, wow, nice gas steal
yeah.
from CrazedRat, getting it just in time. That was beautiful.
Oh, yeah, we both just saw it at the exact same time and exclaimed on that one. That is awesome. So now,
yeah, that's gonna do a lot to prevent the amount of sentries in the expand that I'm guessing Flashback is gonna want to do.
Yeah, I was actually gonna guess it'd be a 4 warp gate, because I noticed that his chrono boost, he had 3 of them saved up, and that made me think that he was gonna go for a 4 gate, but apparently not, as he's chrono boosting his Nexus and his gateway.
Yeah, it looks like maybe a change of plans possibly.
Quite possibly. We'll have to see how this is really going to shape up. Flashback is actually supply blocked for a second. I'm kind of.
CrazedRat putting down a spine crawler too. Interestingly enough, you see a little bit of aggression, but it seems like a little bit of an overreaction at this stage in the game.
I think he's really just trying to play it as safe as possible, even so much so as to potentially overreact preemptively.
Yeah, although as it turns out, he didn't end up having a lot of Zerglings, so that spine crawler might be the only thing that's going to end up saving him. He does have 2 queens, but he won't want to lose any of those, obviously.
Yes.
Yeah. Spine crawler works out pretty well.
Alright, so now, this is really going to be close. I mean, he's burrowing the spine crawler as he's getting hit by these stalkers and Zealot. But it's going to burrow in time to deal with all stalkers. That queen is going to go down. Wow, he's
down to 7 hit points, and
yeah, it goes on.
Wow, that's huge.
Yeah, so definitely want to see it. Okay, we're both getting really tired as we're just struggling. Like, wait, you talk? Oh no, I talk. No, you talk.
It's a great casting conundrum. It's so much easier when the casters are in like the same room, you know, because you can kind of see and tell when people are going to be talking. But over Skype, it's a little bit easier, but it's not quite as easy.
Yeah.
CrazedRat getting a roach for it though. Interesting.
Yeah, definitely playing it safe. Going to get up his roaches at a good timing. He knows that there's no warp gate. He sees the expansion now, so he's got to be feeling good for a macro game right now.
Yeah, I think so too. I think CrazedRat is actually going to be feeling pretty good about that. He knows that his opponent's going to have less sentries than he normally would, and so he might just be able to do some aggression with some speedlings and roaches again. In fact, Flashback has he's not destroyed that gas yet to take a second.
Yeah, I was looking at that right now. But it looks like he's now warping in 2 cells to deal with that. He's going through on his forge and a gateway at his expansion. I really am disappointed at the lack of deviation from Flashback. He's continuing to do the same thing every single game, and I would really want to see something unexpected. I want to see like a double Stargate coming out after this Robo. Just get one observer from the Robo and maybe produce constant observers, and then get double Void Rays or something to deal with the roaches that he's always seeing from Crazedrat.
Yeah, you'd think both of these players really been going for pretty much the same opening every game, and here come all the roaches and zerglings for Crazedrat. There's not a whole lot to defend it, and this is looking a lot like an earlier game we saw, where he was able to pick off some gateways, he was able to pick off a forge, and then just eventually, because of the wide open space that the natural was able to win, that gateway actually had to be canceled.
Yep, and that's great pressure from Crazedrat. He's really good with using his roaches to pressure earlier on, and is that the Robo is still in range of that other pylon. That's going to end up saving him, as he's going to be able to chrono boost out his Immortal. But now these roaches...
Once that Immortal comes out, that's going to be pretty helpful.
Yeah, and now these roaches actually end up taking the forge, and Rat might want to just pull back, but he's going to be aggressive as always.
Well, I think in this case it's actually a good idea. If he can attack that Nexus and do damage to it and try to draw his opponent out, he can possibly get us around with all those speedlings sitting in the back, as well as pick off a couple zealots. So I really like what Crazedrat is doing right now. I think it's the perfect move.
Yeah, he's also producing drones, which I really like. He's preventing all the mining from this natural expansion, and you can see that Flashback's oversaturated in his main, and now Flashback is not going to have to fear for this attack, as Rat is just going to pull back, knowing he's done a lot of damage, and he did the damage for free. He's just going to continue continue macroing up, not doing the exact opposite of pressuring.
Yeah, I don't think that Crazedrat even lost a single unit in that attack. Maybe one Zergling, but he certainly didn't lose any roaches that I saw.
Yeah, look at the units lost tab. He's lost just about nothing, and Rat is now getting up a third base. He got his lair up during that timing, and he's now also producing a bunch of roaches.
Yeah, he's probably going to want to get that roach speed as well. There it is, starting right now. And fast roaches are going to be even more difficult for the Protoss player to deal with. Really, on Metalopolis, the Zergling roach aggression works so well just because the natural expansion is so wide open, and Protoss players will tend to try to wall themselves off with buildings, which now that the roaches have 4 range is pretty easy for the Zerg to really cause a lot of trouble.
That is true. That was one of the really most effective patches that Blizzard has ever done, was increasing that roach range.
Yeah.
It literally turned a unit from being rendered useless at times to generally always being able to do something, which is such a massive difference.
Roaches are pretty good now. I mean, back in beta, they were of course ridiculous, being 1 food, 2 armor. I think they might have had 4 range in beta as well.
No,
it was pretty insane.
That wasn't really early on, because I don't remember them ever having 4 range, and I was in the beta about around patch 7, I think.
Yeah, it might not have been, the range might not have been added on until much later, but they did, I think it was around patch 6 that they took away they made them 2 food and took away the 2 armor.
Something like that. That sounds about right.
Crazy.
Yeah, but the beta was a long time ago, and I don't
Yes.
know. Yeah. But most importantly is the fact that we have an awesome game going on right now that's not the beta, because it's the normal StarCraft 2.
That's true, and normal StarCraft 2 is even better. It's even more balanced, wonderful to play, and we will see if Zerg player can continue to put on aggression like he has been all these games so far. Really, these players are so even up, it could go either way.
Yeah, now something I'm kind of annoyed with by Zerg is the fact that he just doesn't spread creep. I mean, this is the most creep we've seen him spread this entire series.